bro, when you've been in a, when your mind's been like so high
Yeah.
for 20 years, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what reality is anymore.
Correct.
I wasn't the guy that would just have a small drink
Yeah.
or smoke a little bit or take a little bit of lines.
Uh-huh.
I was a guy that it was a full-time job for me. You know, it was a full-time job. I used to wake up in the morning with no money,
Correct.
but I come home back to my place. I wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
but there's 6 cans of beers there. There's weed, there's still weed there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little line or two of coke,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of meth,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, buddy, how did I arrange that? You know, how did I get that? I don't know.
That's your skill you have developed.
So yeah, and that's what my sisters now, my mom is telling me.
Yeah.
They're like, actually, you're actually smarter than what you think.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because like you said, you were taking these medicines,
Uh-huh.
and the psychiatrist was telling, obviously they think we're stupid, then we have a mental illness, I know. Oh yeah.
Correct.
And I swear to God, I met a doctor for 2 minutes. He's like, okay, you need olanzapine, you need lithium, you need some this one, that one,
Yeah, I
some
get that.
antipsychotic stuff. You know, you've got ADHD, and I said, no, I don't have ADHD, bro. I've got a PhD in drugs. If you want to talk about it, huh? But bloody hell, I'm like, I want to attack the doctors. This is my next goal. Yeah, my next dream is to tell these doctors we pay money to see you,
Hi, Baba. How are you?
and what do they do? What do they do? They bloody pump us with drugs. I was 125 kg, bro, and all I did was take the medicine. I get so hungry now.
Yeah.
So I said, Mom, get me a loaf of bread, a big block of butter, and get me some honey, and I'll pound it. Yeah, another hour later, Mom, any Nutella there? No. Okay, forget the Nutella, Mom. Just order me 1 KFC bucket,
Correct.
and I ate the whole bucket. So when I was even in the rehab, it was the worst thing, my brother. But when I was in the rehab,
Yeah.
then what I do is, this rehab was called Kadabams. It saved my life. So shout out to Kadabams in South India. What happened was, bro, after dinner you go to the medicine station,
Correct.
and they give you your medicines. You take it. After getting out the kitchen of the medicine place, I don't know where I am. I really don't know. I wake up in the morning again.
Yeah.
There's Parle-G biscuit wrappers on the floor, the 10 rupee chip packet, some Mazdas on the floor.
Yeah.
I tell my roommate, I said, bro, what happened? What did you, how much were you eating at night? The first time.
Yeah.
He said, no, actually, that's you. You go to everyone's room and you ask for something because you're hungry.
Yeah.
You know? Then, but yeah, I was in that rehab for 3 years because Corona started. I couldn't get out. But I tell you, man, I started walking. I saw a girl there, and she's from the US. So I was like, can I walk with you? And she's like, yeah, walk with me. And we started doing rounds and rounds. Bro, I love walking as well. Walking, I don't only enjoy riding, I love walking. I've walked from the ASF building all the way to Nizamuddin without a stop, without a break.
Well,
Because
that's commendable. That's beautiful.
I love exercise. I love to get my mind in the right place.
Correct.
People say to have a good body, you need a good mind. It's the other way around. You need a good mind to have a good body.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
So, yeah, man, I just feel like my mom's coming in like 2 days. She's landing. So I'm staying up here. And, bro, I'm like, I promised the guy, the owner, he actually, at the moment, his business is not doing too well. So I'm like, I'll commit for 3 months. So I've committed for 3 months, but I'm like, bro, look, there's no one there. There's no money coming in. I can't eat your food because your kitchen is like a pigsty, right? And your staff doesn't have any interest. For a business to run, I believe you gotta have passion and love for your position.
Makes sense.
So the other owner is having cancer. Shout out to Sana, so I hope you recover. he told me a lot of lies. The guy, you know,
Mm.
he took me from the rehab and sent me to Dehradun and said, Akshay, we're gonna open a hotel. You're gonna manage it. So I waited a month. We were seeing some land, you know. Nothing happened. Bloody 2 months later, he said, no, we're not opening the hotel. I'm sending you to a rehab to become to become a counselor.
All right.
But then the people at the rehab have been told he's coming as a patient.
Oh.
And he told me that the counselor, the guy in Dehradun told me, you'll be getting a salary of 10,000 to help other people and change their lives and this and
I
that.
get it.
But the owners of the rehab thought I was a patient. So when I came to know what was going on, I became very upset, like, you know.
I get it.
And look, being adopted, I love my mom. And we fight all the time when we're hanging up the phone. I love you, mom. She's like, but I love you more.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, mom, I love you more. And she's like, no, I love you more, you know. So, but I feel a bit in my heart sometimes it's like, felt rejected when she sent me to the boarding school.
I get it.
You know, I felt pushed away again. I didn't know what adoption was at first, but then when I did, and I got sent to a boarding school, and I'm a brown boy mixing with all white boys, we were.
Yeah.
It was either they're abusing me, I'm abusing them.
Yeah.
So I figured it out. I said, okay, fine. I left the boarding school. I finally got kicked out for drinking at the age of 12. They
So you were
said,
there back in London?
yeah, I started drinking at 12 due to people bullying me and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And what happened is, I started jumping on the bus to East London. Where now all the Pakis are there, the Bangladeshi boys are there.
Mm-hmm.
You got every kind of boys there. Jat, Gujarat, everyone is there.
Yeah.
Sri Lankan, Tamil Tigers, everyone is there.
Yeah.
And these boys at the age of 13 are now
Yeah.
buying 9 bars of hashish, chopping it up, selling it up, you know, runner boys of cocaine,
Mm-hmm.
you know, standing on the corner with pit bulls, Rottweilers, acting hard, hoodies up, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't come to us because we're dangerous,
Yeah.
like that kind of that kind of thing.
I get that. Yeah.
And but they didn't know that I'm coming from the suburbs. They don't know my mum is white. My mummy gives me fish and chips. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. All right. So it became I was living 2 lives now at this point.
I get that.
And finally, my dad said to me, "Look, man, what do you want to do?" My dad knows I love food because doctors are now pounding me with medicine. I'm eating good food, right? For real, man. I'm eating good food right now. So my my dad said, "You go to the US, you do a culinary course and become a chef and all." And I loved it, bro.
You did that?
Yeah, I did that, bro. And I
That's
passed,
great.
bro. I passed, and I passed with. They gave me the Ray Marshall Award. I think they made it up for me, but they gave me the Ray Marshall Award.
One thing I have done my hotel management.
You've done it, yeah?
Yeah.
So I mean, when I first got into bloody cooking, the first semester was just theory. Okay, what is julienne? What is brunoise? What is health and safety?
Oh, that's so relatable terms.
Yeah,
get
I had
that.
no idea, bro. But I
Yeah.
saw this one guy. He's from Indonesia. He was another student there.
Mhm.
His name was Chewy. He was a drug addict. He was a dope dealer
Oh.
of crystal meth. Now, if you've never taken crystal meth before, it's the most addictive drug in the world. I swear to God, it ruined my whole life, yeah. And I took one hit of it at first, and then it made everything go up. Like my studies, I was focused. It's like Ritalin, or you get Inspiral, they're psychiatric medicines. So it has some form that helps you.
And when you get that withdrawal, you need to have more. You
Yeah.
get that feeling, right?
And I had a purpose to use the meth. I would
Yeah.
go to college and I would study. Then we got hands on. I was running around the kitchen, frying, sauteing, flipping, doing all kinds of stuff. But then when I graduated,
Yeah.
then the purpose of was what, to use the meth. It became now a sexual thing, because crystal meth gives you dopamine.
Correct.
It gives you dopamine.
Correct.
What comes after you get your dopamine? You want that reward. It's not the dopamine. Dopamine, we all love the feeling of dopamine, but dopamine has something after it, which is called the reward. It's a reward system. When you understand, yeah. So now I'm going downtown LA, getting little cheap hookers and all, and getting little hotels and all, and banging girls for the hours and hours, really, literally, because meth is so cheap,
Correct.
$20 a gram. So yeah, it's cheap, yeah, it's damn cheap, and you get some clean meth, you get dirty meth, but I mean, it stopped working for me, bro. Then it stopped working. It came to a point where.
Yeah, you'll come to a saturation point where you won't feel that.
So then father said, Akshay, I don't think America's good for you. You came to America, you got your diploma, which means now you can go anywhere in the world and work. The industry is the same in the kitchen. The language of cooking is the same.
Correct.
Let me tell you one story, brother.
Yeah.
There was a boy once, and it's a movie. I saw this from a movie. He was an Indian boy living in London, and he burnt his both hands. But he knew how to cook. So he went across to the white side. He was Indian, and he said, "Auntie, please give me a job, as a cook."
Yeah.
She's like, "But your hands are in bandages." He's like, "I'll just tell you exactly what to put in, and let's start with an omelette." So he said, "Auntie, you get 3 eggs and crack them into the bowl, whip them up." She did it, and then he said, "Auntie, put a tablespoon of salt, a little bit of salt, pinch of salt, a bit of black pepper, chop up some tomatoes." He knew it. So he gave the method, the system for her to make that omelette, and it tasted. She says, "Bloody hell, man, that's the best omelette." And what I'm trying to say is, it's a language. It's not always about you doing it. It's about passing the message on to somebody else. And that's the same in my recovery. It's like when I'm pointing and telling somebody in a rehab or in a talk or on my channel, or if I'm pointing at you, there's 3 back to me. And this is where I now bring in writing to my channel and what's going in my life is that without writing, I'll be drunk. Without writing, I'll be in a crack house. Without writing, I'll be doing the wrong things. Because I know I have my responsibility of my bike servicing,
Correct.
meeting, I
That
mean,
makes sense.
I love everything about bikes. There's one video I made, which I'm promoting. I'm saying, I really want to go on the Sunday ride, but I got to find that balance of where my safety's at. I've been riding every day, here and there, vlogging this one, that one. Am I too tired? Am I overtired? I think I'm overtired to ride. Leave it up there, yeah? There's other rides you can do. So biking is a lifestyle for me now.
It is.
It's not just jumping on the bike and doing your ride. It's a lifestyle. And I just now, where I'm at, I want to put that place into a hotel. And I have to talk to the owners and about it and everything, and But for right now, when my mind is off, when I get upset, when I think pour, it's usually pour. Let's pour another drink, yeah. But today it's pour me. Let's get spiritual and come to Photoshoto Cafe, yeah. That's what it's about for me today because I feel blessed, man. I feel blessed. I try to stay humble, and I try to be the best I can be, man, and grow and develop, man, every day, yeah.
I get that feeling because even if I feel like I'm feeling really low on a certain day, if I don't feel like going on a ride as well, I'll probably clean my bike. I'll try to see if I can have something which can enhance the performance, or I can make that thing beautiful. So that's why when I was saying I have made some changes, there's a lot of, you see, that is very beautiful. When I heard from one of my friends, they said that when you're on the throttle, you're giving that push, the clutch plate, the clutch assembly also feels that. They get that feeling that you've been pushing hard, there's a lot of things going on in your head, you push hard and you ride a little aggressively. Within 15 to 17,000 kilometers when I drove that bike, I had to change my whole chain sprocket, my the clutch plates, the assembly and all, because there was a lot of wear and tear
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Then I understood, there was a lot of things going on. I didn't like that.
I tied in my chain every 2 weeks, man.
Yeah. So
I tried to
on
make it
every
into-
Saturday I clean my bike, I polish it, I make it as new as possible because everyone says, damn, this looks so new. How long did you got it back? So it's been 2 years.
How long have you been riding for though? Like,
So about in groups for about 2.5 years or something. Before that solo, and if I combine in total, that would be around I don't know 7-8 years.
7 years, yeah. Have you had an accident before?
Yeah, I did. And it was, I never had an accident. I thought I am the best rider ever. You get that feeling, but I did something bad which I am not proud of. So I was drunk at that time and I was riding motorcycle. And I was wearing my helmet, shoes and everything. But I wasn't wearing any jacket or gloves and all. On a particular day, I fell down. There was some domino coming in very between. And I felt so bad that I was so lucky enough because when the people looked at the bike, they thought, I mean, something serious has happened to me. But I was still okay. And then I realized there are these lot of marks here, and I got a swelling on the joints and all. I recovered in a month or so. So I got that key. This has to be stopped, and you need to ride it responsibly because there are a lot of people who are waiting for you, regardless of maybe your parents, your friends, or the loved ones. And because it's a very sensitive thing and a very responsible thing, also you need to get a little disciplined about this because you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
And that's how wherein I started to promote safety. That's where I got it because it was an escape for me always. And I don't need to run away from these things, right? I need to address them.
So when you talk about safety, what is safety? What are you saying? Like what your foundation of safety? What is it actually?
Safety is a very generic term. It's a very debatable term as well. For people who don't like or don't ride, they get a safety of I don't know being with their friends or loved ones or getting that space where they're in the home itself. They have the social anxiety. And probably wherever they are, they need to feel safe while they're traveling, while they're going, while they're in their comfortable space. It is a very vast.
It's a space. It's a mental space as well. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, do you work out? Do you work out at the gym or do you...
I used to. It's been a year I haven't worked out properly, but it's like here and there.
It's like people ride sometimes and they don't know why they're riding. You know, they just want to have a kind of sort of like, it's like a gangster goes into a gang because they want that family love, they want that protection. It's like some riders go because they just want to be
That's the
accepted.
coping mechanism. They haven't realized that, but it's there. When you get to know that the purpose behind it, I promote that. I want to live up to it.
You shoot your number, we'll shoot numbers, you know, and I had an accident last year.
Oh.
When I'm riding, if I see an old lady or I see a female or I see a couple that want to cross, I give them that respect, you know, like I'll slow down, you know,
I slow down. I
like-
always stop.
because I believe in karma.
Definitely.
You know, I write songs, I'm a songwriter. I'll let you hear some of my songs.
For sure.
And it's a beautiful thing, you know. And I ride because when I ride, it keeps me away from my addiction. That's why I ride. And then I do like riding. I'm not a rider that speeds and you know. I'm a rider that rides just because. First of all, I like the feeling. I like that I'm being looked on a nice bike. Yeah, I'm honest about that. But I'm not the rider that rides to go at 120 and 130 all the time. I'm just the guy that likes to get content, and the big thing is my documentary. You know, I go into villages. You know, I walk in villages, and sometimes I have my band on my I don't know what they call it. Those you know the
balaclava?
yeah, the balaclava. So I was just doing a vlog, yeah, and one guy's like, "Oh, come here." He's like, "Yeah." I'm from London. I'm just doing a documentary.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah. But yeah, man, this is what brings me back to my Shanti self. You know, I left just now, really angry,
Yeah.
and I think it's Mother Earth. I don't use the word God so much, because if I was to use the word God, and I believed in God and I served God, why would I have done all the carnage I did when I was in my addiction?
Correct.
So I use Mother Earth, nature, whatever. I do think
Yeah.
there is a God though, but I believe in karma, yeah?
I respect that spirituality behind the nature or the
Ah,
energy,
spirituality.
right? So it's not like it's limited to some sort of that needs to have a structure. It's not important. I don't believe in God as well. I never used to. I just believe in the energy. I go to church. I go to
You're
Gurudwara.
Christian, yeah. I go to all of them. The Gurdwaras,
I
church.
doesn't because and I love listening to gospel. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I listen to the Hindi bhajans. I have no idea what the hell they're saying,
Mm.
but I know like the power of intention, energy. You do the right things. Like one guy told me,
Yeah.
we do not have control of our situations. So S plus R equals O. What I'm trying to say is now,
Mm-hmm.
every situation we get ourselves in,
Yeah.
we have to respond, and our response gives us the outcome.
Correct.
Like we're in a situation, let's say someone's aggressive to me, my response is either to be aggressive back, or my response is to either leave it,
Correct.
which will give me the best outcome. To leave it,
Definitely.
you know. So that's how I do it, and that's just what it is for me, man.
Correct. Because even though when I ride in city and if in case someone comes in the middle of road and I told him to ride properly, even though he didn't understand, I accept them in a very polite manner because your these ears and all the sixth sense and everything is so much occupied that you may sound loud to them. They feel that you're aggressive.
Yeah.
You're going out on them. But it's not like that. And I want to say it politely, but I maybe it comes out like that. Also, we are covered with helmet. Their sixth sense is also not working. What the expressions am I holding up? They won't get it. Even though if I want to have that conversation, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do this. Koi nahi, get on side. It's all right. Because they'll feel like he's gonna go up on me and some race is gonna happen. But it's never like that with me. So it's not their fault also. They're not aware enough. It's not their fault.
So guys, that was this little talk we're hearing from Produce Soda Cafe. Shout out to all the riders. Again, check it out. Rider on Sonic. A lot of stuff going on there. Again, I'll be posting the same thumbnail. Guys, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoy it, man. Please hit the like button, subscribe button. It's for free. I know Indians love free things, but they don't press the button though.
They would go for a free breakfast, right?
Uh,
Might as